Sports. Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Second down coming up. To the air, it's Daniels. Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the offense. Going up top on first down. Avoids pressure. Throws into the middle of the field. And he makes the grab at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rock Chalk!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They were willing to... They were fortunate in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Using his legs, it's Sanders.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to the run. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. To the air, it's Daniels. Feeling some heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas! He'll try to tack on one more. And no gold star for making it a trick shot, but he bounced it off the left upright and got the PAT. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
South Carolina, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's McDowell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really... And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Off play action. He spins that thing down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Can anyone catch him? Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Going for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was...
And he breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
It'll be a draw. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Snags it! And he will score! Touchdown, Jayhawks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Slings it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left.
Deep downfield. Gain of 32. And that's good enough for a first down.
The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. They'll throw it on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to play.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kansas 21, South Carolina 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for room. It's Neal. Open space at the 25. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
21, South Carolina 14.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got a wide open receiver. And he's running in the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Pressure coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Third and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on fourth down, especially during these situations.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a fourth and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Looking for a big play. Makes the grab on the left side. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Fast motion from the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. A little screen to the running back. Jukes his way for more. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in the game, more or less in the first half.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. What a great play by the defense. there's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Fielded in the end zone. It's McDowell. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He turns that loose down the right side. Fires and picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Gives him a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7. And the Jayhawks want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Jayhawks are flying down the field. They'll go back to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Across the 45. All kinds of running room.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Trying to pound it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Comes out throwing on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Underneath toast the coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown Gamecocks. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
And he's going to run it back. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. Got some room to run. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't.
And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive.
He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes a grab enough for the first. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll pull it down. Oh, it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Coming after it. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Jayhawks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's McDowell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half.
Fires one high and deep. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets rid of it. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. They'll run it. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5. And the Jayhawks have pushed it inside the 20. To throw, it's Daniels. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this first down, I'm going to take care of myself.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
He's going to run it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Back to pass. It's Sellers. Unloads it left. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Line gets set, 1st down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Trying to get to him. Escapes the sack. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Looking to pass on second down. They've got the screen set up. Nice move there. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Casey. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Going up top. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the ball.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Quick pass on the jet motion. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's going to take off. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Ready to fire from the pistol. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking left. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads to the right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. They're trying to get to it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Now looking to throw back to the middle. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Number 7 in the end zone.
Here comes the 2-point try. They'll try to slam it in. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Carolina, 26.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The give to the tailback. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Unleashes one. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. It's complete. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Looking to move it through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Kansas.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to throw on second down. Setting up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. On third down, going up top. He's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And here they come, almost all the way back. Here comes the two-point try. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Buys a little time with his feet. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
South Carolina, 32.
Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Getting some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the fourth quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive. I like the call. I like going for it, and especially because we made the completion and got the first down.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got it behind the line. It's Sanders.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Safe completion on the screen. On the move at the 30. He's off to the races. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Back to the air one more time. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he'll be shoved out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play? They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. It's a fumble on the play. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. A 3rd and long coming up here. Now they'll run the draw. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Coming up, 4th down.
Going for it on 4th down must be part of their philosophy. Just 1 for 3 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, Points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Moving out of the pocket. It's complete! Touchdown, Gamecocks! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab for the two. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
South Carolina, 40. Kansas, 35.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Neal. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
These two-minute situations are what every quarterback dreams of, right? It doesn't matter what's happened in the game up to this point. You've got a situation, you've got an opportunity now where you can drive your offense down the field, down by one score late in the game, and score a touchdown to steal this thing and win it. This is what playing the position is all about.
The DBs will back off a bit. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. With the catch, it's Neal. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got it in the middle, it's Neal. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Jayhawks are threatening in the red zone. To the air, it's Daniels. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's got it. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. And the defense. And they get that turnover.
Man, you talk about all the excitement and emotion. You're about to go take the lead in this ball game, and then you fumble and turn the football over, and now you need help. Now I need my defense to go out and somehow get me this football back after squandering that opportunity.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Looking for room. It's Sanders. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high score.